time with that.
You know how many free mowers we get or just driving around because people or my boss gets free mowers because he's usually you drain the gas, replace the spark plug, put new gas in, they fire up every time.
See, I was actually very scared. I did when I started my mower. Actually, let's just start the podcast. Might as well. We're right here. So
This is some real garage talk.
this is real garage talk. So I started mowing last week for the season, and I was like, all right, it's good. I drained out all the gas last year, so my mower should be good to go. I pulled my mower out. Apparently, I didn't drain the gas.
There's still gas in that bowl.
Yep.
Yeah.
So well, also too, because I was like, there was a week last year where I was like, all right, one more mower or one more lawn mowing, and the gas will be gone and we'll be good. And then it rained, and I never mowed again.
Mm-hmm.
Totally forgot. But it started up miraculously.
There you go.
So
yeah,
I was okay this year.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I haven't tried to do it yet, but I did see a little thing. You can make an excuse for having your lawn long in May as you are creating a habitat for migrating wild bees.
Bees?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like honey
Why would I migrate wild bees?
Well, they're
sting me.
they only pollinate everything on the planet, and that's the reason why we have food most of the time. I mean,
no, we have food because of farmers, Tim.
Yeah, but the bees carry the pollen. They pollinate everything. They make things. They make
circle of life.
Yeah. So if your
How
lawn,
does tall
lawn is
grass
too long,
attract bees? What are you getting at here? I'm confused.
it creates a habitat for them where they can hide, and then
Don't bees
they,
like have little hives and trees or
yeah,
something?
but they migrate throughout the country.
Hell no, get out of my grass. I don't get stung while I'm trying to mow. That's the last thing I want.
Bees usually don't sting unless you piss them off. I mean, just don't go near them.
Trying to run them over with a mower might piss them off.
Well, then don't mow. That's what I'm saying. That's the excuse I'm going to use.
Bad. So I've officially reached I'm full blown fatherhood because I mowed last week and I was so happy. I just looked at the yard and I was like, damn it, I'm good. My yard is so nice. Like I enjoyed it so much. I pulled some weeds too, and I was like, this is the life. I'm living the life.
How much do you guys want to mow my lawn?
There's no satisfaction there because it's not my.
You can borrow my mower again until you find one.
I just hate mowing so much.
I know it sucks.
I'm not a dad.
It's because you're
and
your
yard
so
is
far from
stupid
fatherhood.
huge for what you have.
I have like half a football field in my backyard.
You need to get a dog to make that thing worth the trouble.
Yeah, get rid of your cats and get a
No,
dog.
what I need to do is build a fucking shop back there.
Oh yeah.
What kind of shop? What would you do in the shop?
Oh, I'd put a car lift in it, and it'd be like a legit shop.
Vince's Quick Lube.
Hell yeah.
Make your garage your existing garage a drive-through so you can drive into the backyard. It'd be pretty sweet.
That'd be the idea.
Yeah.
Be
When will you find
Uncle Vinny's house of lube.
You can't even find the time to drain the carburetor and clean it out. How are you gonna have time to build a shop and do all this?
Because that'd be way more fun, and then it would knock out most of my mowing.
Can you scoot over that way a little bit?
That's
It'd
true.
Knock out most of my mowing.
There you go.
Yeah, only 30-40 grand to build a decent sized garage.
Yeah.
So you don't have to
I
mow.
mean, the house is paid for, so it's like
take out a loan for the garage. Yeah.
exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Might have to pay off the Subi first.
Nah.
This is American, baby. We live on debt.
Did you get the clutch fixed yet?
No.
Are you ever going to?
It's not my problem. So.
It's
I mean, it's your Subaru.
Yeah.
Is it even at the shop yet?
I think so.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's good.
So. Already crashed.
No, I'm not connected to the fast Wi-Fi. Stuttering on the YouTubes. We're cleaning it up right now for you YouTube watchers.
Which there are.
We don't have to get into details. Damn it. Timothy.
Tim's like
Dude.
Tim's the vintage fourth wall breaker. Like you just can't have a nice show anytime with Tim. He has to stare deep into the camera's eyes and give off some sort of notion or information that the people don't need to know. Because nobody's
I
going
mean-
to come watch YouTube if they think they're going to come in alone. It's kind of creepy. They're like, oh, I can go watch this live YouTube show.
They can see
but
the
I'll be
number two.
But I'll be the only one there. That's kind of creepy. Not live. Not after the fact.
You can totally see it live.
Yeah, live. But if somebody comes in later on, they're not going to know if they're listening to the podcasting. And maybe I should watch it live. Maybe I should go in there and hang out with the guys. And then they don't even have to because like, oh, nobody's there because Tim had to tell everybody. He had to tell the whole world. Ruin the podcast single-handedly.
It's my job.
Has been since day one. Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome into the Garage Talk podcast. As always, my name is Tyler Warner. With me is Vince Wheatley.
That's me.
And Tim Vogler.
Yeah.
It's a very sunny, happy, fun-filled Sunday, and I'm just excited to be here. May 1st. It's May Day. Happy May Day. I don't know if that's a thing anymore.
International Workers' Day.
We're not about that communist holiday, Tim.
Okay, fine. In America, we just leave baskets on your neighbor's
Do
doorsteps
people still
full
do
of
that,
treat.
though? Is May Day still a thing?
I haven't heard of it.
I think it happened
we used
once
to
when I was a kid.
we used to do it when I was a kid. Like it was a big thing. Like my mom would make May baskets, and we'd go to all our different friends' house, and you put the basket on, and you ring the doorbell, and you run away. You like practice.
Yeah, you get
being
shot
UPS.
nowadays if you try to do that.
That's why you don't put
Is-
ammo in the
hold
basket.
on, is May Day is that a Midwest thing? Have we talked about this before?
May Day baskets?
Yeah.
I have no idea actually. I never seen anything about doing it here in Lincoln.
I did it once
But-
as a kid, and that like 1 year, and that was
Yeah.
it. Because I think
Yeah.
a neighbor said something to me, so I didn't know if it was real or if it was just my neighbor being creepy or what. But apparently, I guess you've heard of it too, Tim.
Yeah. Yeah.
Vince.
It might have disappeared altogether. It might have been like one of those things that just went.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah.
I don't
know.
want kids ringing my doorbell. Okay, I don't need treats. I don't need a basket unless the basket has booze in it. Please don't come to my door. That's kind of how I.
Maybe that's what we could start doing that for our viewers.
Adult May Day baskets,
Yeah,
except for like
little
half our
shooters.
viewers live out of state.
Yeah, we have shipping. You literally work for one.
I don't get a discount.
Yeah. No.
Not even close.
Yeah.
I actually ship through like USPS because it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So it
Nah.
wouldn't be that expensive.
Sounds like
The
a lot of
Patreon
work.
member. How about that?
Oh, that's a good one.
There you go.
Patrons.
Yeah, I guess.
Because
they
2 of the
pay.
3 are sober, and the non-sober one it lives in Lincoln, so we're good.
Yeah.
That's what we'll start doing.
Alright.
Anyway, we let's talk about the draft. The draft was super fun this week. Tim, you missed out. We went to the Capitol Cigar Lounge. It was a
Yeah.
great time. Like we went last year. Steven Jackson wasn't there this year, unfortunately. But we made friends with these old guys
Yeah.
who.
Well, not friends, but don't speak for me.
You should have Did you try to swindle them into making a dubious investment into the Garage Talk podcast?
kind of, we were talking shop there for a little bit. Vince
I
walked in.
I walked in and like guys like explaining I don't know what, but he's talking about
his job
marketing
is
and money and
his software that he sells and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, you're trying to find a new sponsor for the show, and
Did you guys? Were you guys dressed a little bit more appropriately this time? Because last time I went there, I felt like I was.
Yeah, well, I was dressed.
very-
I was dressed
very,
appropriate last year, too. But Vince came in with
Almost-
Broncos gear,
Yeah.
looking out of place.
because it might be the
That's
last
fine.
time I ever get to wear it.
Yeah, on draft day, that's fine. Yeah.
But it was cool, man. So yeah, we
They don't
sat-
have any drafts in the first round, but I was like, yeah, fuck it.
But I feel like I would have to almost have to wear a smoking jacket and a nice pair of slacks to walk in there.
Well, yeah,
and
the old guys we were sitting with, they were very like they're who I want to be when I'm older. Like they're obviously super rich and they
Mhm.
just spend their free time at the cigar lounge smoking
Big-
cigars and hanging out. But yeah, they had like the button down like polo shirt, the khaki shorts, and then flip flops. So it's like
Oh yeah,
they're-
Just got done
they have money.
they just got done golfing
Yeah.
all day. Yeah.
Now
After
they're
their
relaxing
3-day
for some
work
nice
week.
cigars. They tried talking a little bit of football with us, but it was very clear from the get go they really didn't have any idea what they were talking about. So
Mm.
we just kind of yeah.
Well, one was a Steelers fan supposedly,
Yeah.
but seems like he didn't really pay much.
Couldn't
attention
remember
to
Dwayne Haskins' name.
him. Yeah, I mean,
Mm.
to his credit, I also couldn't.
Well, yeah, but he was
remember, and I felt really
he
bad.
played for the Steelers.
Yeah.
Like, but it was a good time. We had Vince. I had a couple stogies.
Mhm.
They're
Yeah,
nice.
man.
We sucked them down good.
Good.
Had an old Manhattan
Mm.
or an old fashioned.
Old man.
Old Manhattan.
Mm.
Somebody should make one of those.
I
But it's a good time.
don't even know, because I think once you add certain ingredients, it just goes from being an old fashioned to a Manhattan. is the problem.
Hmm.
So I don't know how you would.
Manhattans.
Maybe
are
if you just make a
gross,
Manhattan
but
and let it sit
What are
out
you
for a day.
talking about,
Manhattans are
Tim?
delicious.
Yeah.
I tried one last time we were there, and it was fucking gross.
What kind of cocktails do you drink, Tim?
Because you probably also got
old-fashioned?
well whiskey with it. I'm sure you were like, whatever your
No.
cheapest is.
No,
guys
I
got you
spent
guys
way
got
too much
J-
money that I didn't have when I was there last year too.
It's worth it. You got to treat.
Yeah.
You got to treat yourself, Tim.
Yeah, I'm just
Every
saying
once
I
in a
don't
while,
like the
you gotta
Manhattan.
Go out, buy a couple cigars that are way overpriced. Get a couple overpriced drinks. Feel fancy.
Yeah.
You are who you feel you are.
Gotta manifest it.
Manifest the money. That's how people
If
get
you
rich.
spend the money, you'll make the. You have to spend money to make money,
Yeah.
especially on frivolous things like liquor and
It's
cigars.
and $15 cigars.
Yeah, that money will come back to me someday.
Speaking of rich people, Elon Musk bought Twitter. That was pretty cool. I
Yeah.
don't
Was
know
it
what it means.
cool?
I don't know. It doesn't mean anything to me.
Was it cool?
I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it.
I don't
at
feel
this point.
anything because I don't
Like,
care.
Yeah.
I just
They-
wish he would stop making bad jokes.
Yeah.
On Twitter.
Yeah.
Don't follow him.
I don't. It's everybody that I follow likes all this shit. I'm like, why do you guys?
Nobody
like this?
actually does. Now that he bought it, it just says he's trending and everybody's following him.
I mean-
Genius marketing, actually. That's how Elon Musk started. He spent a bunch of money on cigars and liquor, and here he is now buying Twitter.
I
I don't know
mean,
if that's how it worked, but
yeah. I mean, I guess he
There's
did.
definitely more to it.
His proposal is to make sure that everybody on there is a human now, which I mean, I'm pretty well for. Like, get rid of the bots.
But if we
The-
get rid of the bots, we'll lose like half our followers.
Damn it. Yeah, that's true.
We
But
can't have that, Tim.
I mean, more like
yeah, I follow all
For-
the bots
like-
back, too, in hopes that maybe like the other bots that follow that bot will find us.
but
Vince is just constantly bot farming.
yeah, but bots from foreign countries that post shit that stirs
Yeah, all of our
Up
Twitter
people and
followers
shit.
for Garage Talk, they think that we're very hot. So, just saying.
And they want
in
they
our
want us to
area.
be- yeah, in our area.
and here's their OnlyFans.
Anyway, back to the draft.
Yeah.
The single best thing that happened all draft weekend, major announcement. Everyone's going to be very excited about this. Texas did not have a single player drafted in any 7
Goose egg,
rounds.
baby.
0.
That's how it feels. that was
yeah.
us 2 years ago.
We always have somebody sneaks in. Compared
No, there was one, or I think last year or the year before we had 0.
We had
but-
two round
but
two
two
second rounders. this
second
year. Cam
rounders?
Jurgens, which I don't understand. I still don't understand how Cam Jurgens got drafted, let alone in the second round. As nobody watches
Well-
this game, he's going to the Eagles. He's going to be snapping out a shotgun. Jalen Hurts is going to be jumping for his life trying to catch over
He
snap balls.
kind of figured it out, but his
halfway through his
And
fifth
again,
year.
and again, now he has an NFL.
It was only his
caliber
4th
coach.
year.
Like, I think
Dude,
we're-
you can't. That is not coaching. If you can't snap a ball,
I would disagree with that. And also, like, a big problem too was his false starts, which again is going to be coaching.
we'll see.
Yeah.
I just don't understand. But
Well, he started blowing people up. I mean,
Which
I
is
did
great,
see a
but if you
couple- I
can't
did see
get
a
the
couple
ball
of
into the
those.
they're probably just
quarterback-
going to. He's
Yeah.
listed as center. They're just going to shift him right over to guard.
Yeah, they're like, "Ugh."
Jason Kelsey will fix that for him. He'll be watching him. That'll
Whipping
be
him into
fine.
shape.
Yeah.
Also, Cam Taylor Britt, Nebraska defensive back, met up with his former Nebraska alumnus and Zach Taylor at the Cincinnati Bengals, which I think was a great pickup.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Also, I don't know how this happened. Samori Torre got drafted.
Really?
What?
He didn't
Well,
play this year.
What do you mean?
He got drafted.
He played.
No, he was a senior last year.
What?
Am I getting my? Is
Yeah,
COVID,
you're.
is COVID blending my years? I didn't think Torre played last year.
Yeah, he played. It
The
was.
season felt so much longer than that.
Yeah.
Are you sure Torre played?
Yes.
Yeah.
Am I losing my mind here?
Yes.
I thought he had the year off. I thought he
No.
graduated the year before.
No. No, I think
it feels
you're.
like a very long time
I
ago.
think
I
you're-
was mourning his loss.
You're thinking of somebody else. I think.
Where'd he go? Can you look that up?
Yeah.
Torrey got drafted. That was
Oh, you think Packers?
Packers. Yes,
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers is going to make a man out of Torrey, who I'm a big fan of in the first place.
Yeah.
He had.
I hope
he
he
had a
sees the
cripple
field
throwing
this
him
year.
the ball his last 2 seasons. So, or his last season here.
Yeah. It made him look good in bursts.
So I'm just congratulations to Aaron Rodgers. You got a weapon.
Yeah,
I mean,
It'll
you
be
lose
cool to see.
Devontae Adams, but at least you got Torrey.
Yeah.
Very comparable.
Really no difference. I will
No.
say we should talk. AJ Brown was traded away from the Titans
How
in
you
round
doing?
one.
How do you feel about that?
How you doing? bud?
I'm better now. As
Yeah.
Vince knew he was there when it happened. I was not emotionally prepared. It was
Yeah.
very hard. So because I heard some guys talking shit about AJ Brown like, a few spots away from us,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, so I looked it up real quick, didn't see anything. Oh, okay, like they're just talking crap, whatever, screw 'em. And then my brother texted me, and I look up at the screen, and it's like AJ Brown traded to the Eagles, and I was blown away. I was not prepared for this. Like, you can't do this to me on draft day, John. Can't trade away AJ Brown without some sort of heads up. So I was a little distraught for most of the first round.
Yeah.
I was a bad friend because I just kept laughing about it, and
I laughed.
Because-
I laughed a little bit because I mean,
I felt like I've
You finally got to dish it out.
finally had
Yeah.
something to not feel terrible about. So
I laughed to myself, but I wasn't gonna be a big enough dick to text you about it.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Let me mourn in peace.
Yeah.
But I've come to grips with it. I get it. It was a business decision. We had to do it. Honestly, I mean, we offered him $20 million out of the gate, and he wanted nothing to do with that. And the fact of the matter is, and I want to preface this with, I'm a massive AJ Brown fan. I
Yeah.
love AJ Brown.
Mhm.
One of my favorite receivers we've ever had.
one of my favorite fantasy receivers I've ever had.
But the fact of the matter is, you can't pay a guy $25 million a year who, in all honesty, has struggled to stay healthy.
Yeah.
And
He had a good year
I want to pay
last
him.
year.
He didn't. He had 800 yards receiving.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
because he was injured for a lot of it. In
Oh,
the games-
I thought
Yeah.
it was one of
Believe me,
his
I
least.
didn't have him for like most of my fantasy
And-
season.
yeah,
I thought
the
it
games
was
that he
his
did play-
least injured season in a while, but
Well,
Maybe.
a lot of the games that he did play, he was hobbling. I mean, he wasn't in a full health, and
okay.
you know nobody's going to be full healthy, so it's hard to justify.
especially on the
side
Titans.
Yeah, it's hard to justify that side of the argument, but we did what we had to do. We're saving up money because we got to pay Big Jeff next year. We picked up his fifth option. Jeffrey Simmons is the second best defensive tackle behind Aaron Donald in the league, so we're gonna have to pay him an exorbitant amount of money in the next year. So we kind of did what we had to do. And listen, there's a formula to win in the NFL, and you're not winning. Nobody's won a Super Bowl paying their receiver massive amounts of money.
Yeah.
So, and that's me justifying it. It sucks. I miss AJ Brown. I want him back. But hopefully this rookie guy will be amazing. Hopefully Robert Woods steps up for us, and everything will be good.
Yeah.
So draft is fun. I love the draft because we all become experts all of a sudden. We're looking at these draft classes and we're like, oh, we got a great team. We had some great picks. None of us know. Let's be honest. GMs and scouts don't even know if these players are paying out. We don't know shit.
Yeah.
No, for real though, I was kind of surprised because like Tyler was just like, oh, they should draft this guy, and then the pick was in, they drafted that guy.
Yeah, but
Like,
you know,
oh, wow.
I'm smarter than the average fan.
yeah, but I was just like, holy cow, this is
Mel
kinda
Kiper
crazy.
Jr. over here.
Yeah.
And then like, and then even as it got later into the round, he was just like, they probably need to pick up like a guard or something, or a lineman here, and then they got a lineman. And I was like, oh shit.
But it was crazy seeing this was so Vince and I talked about this a lot during it. This was the draft of receivers and chains.
yeah,
There were a lot of chains. Did you watch it, Tim?
Chains?
Were you busy
Yeah,
partying?
Like defensive players
No,
with
no,
huge
chains.
chains.
Oh, like, yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
chains.
Okay, yeah.
The bling.
Like this, but all diamonds instead of beads.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every the top 20 guys had chains. What's his name? Sauce what? The corner who got one of the best corners.
His name is Sauce.
Yeah, his first name's Sauce, but he had a,
Oh, I didn't know
Oh, I
a
have no
bottle
idea.
of sauce chain, like
Yeah.
a diamond bottle.
Yeah.
It was the funniest thing
It
I've
was
ever.
awesome, and we were really hoping that was like a real, like bottle of sauce in there.
That would be
Inside
kind
the
of
Sauce
cool.
Ferguson. Can you look it up, please?
Yeah.
It's killing me. I can't think of his name. We've just
Did
talked
any-
about it for
did
3 days
anybody-
straight.
It-
Sauce Gardner.
Yeah, Sauce Gardner. Thank
Okay.
you.
Were most of the guys in the first round there, or was
Yeah,
still a lot of them?
No, a
doing
lot of them were
remote?
there.
Yeah, most
Okay.
from
All
the
right.
first round were
Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure because
I have a
don't know.
bone. I have a bone to pick with the Jacksonville Jaguars because Trent Baalke, their GM, ruined the receiver market forever because they paid Christian Kirk, who has never had more than
Oh,
like
yeah,
800
that's right.
receiving yards in his entire career. Paid him $24 million to be their receiver, which now has cost me A.J. Brown. Has cost the Titans A.J. Brown, and also it's forced all these teams. I mean, how many? There was 8 receivers in the first round.
So many receivers.
Like, but it was
Yeah.
between like pick 8 through pick 15, receiver, and it's because
They're
we
like,
can't be with the salary cap. You can't afford to be paying your receivers $28 million. And if Christian Kirk, who's a piece of shit wide receiver, is getting $24 million, you're gonna ruin it for everybody else. And that's what the Jaguars did. Their incompetence is now spreading league wide,
yeah.
and I'm sick of it.
My boy Cooper Kupp said he didn't want to get paid.
Cooper Kupp's a
Turned down the money. He said,
which we're a big players first podcast. Get your money, get all the money that you can get.
yeah,
But Cooper's a stand-up guy, I guess.
yeah.
But like, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not.
he
I'm
didn't
not,
ask for all. He could have asked for all the money, and they probably would have fucking given it
Yeah,
to
we
him. But
want
he's
to make
like,
clear,
no.
we're not mad at the player.
No.
Christian Kirk. We're not mad at him for getting his money.
Yeah.
We're mad at the Jaguars for being dumb enough to
pay a third, fourth string receiver top tier money, and that's why I was very upset about the AJ Brown trade. But I get it now. But at the same time, I'm glad he got paid. I hope he has great success. And the Eagles, I can now finally draft him in fantasy, which is exciting. But
Except he doesn't have anybody to throw it to him.
yeah, we're gonna find out the truth about Jalen Hurts here real soon. I guess for those who don't already know, but I'm excited for him to get paid. It kind of sucks how it turned out. He got a little defensive on Twitter though.
Oh.
Yeah, he got a little defensive when people were calling him out for not showing up at OTAs, which is stupid. I don't know why people did that, but he gave it notice, and then when he got traded, he's like, "Look, this is not my fault." I was like, "What? No, it's not. It's nobody's fault. This is a business." But you can't say you could have accepted a $20 million a year offer.
Yeah,
you could have, and if you don't want to, that's fine. I completely understand. The NFL player's career is it's a very short lifespan. You get as much money as you can now. So go get it, but don't sit here and act like you're a victim or something.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to spiral too much. I love AJ Brown. I don't want this to turn into something.
Well,
You're gonna hate most of the rest of the Nebraska players that got drafted because JoJo Domann went to the Colts.
He got picked up as an undrafted free agent because he didn't get drafted.
Free agent.
Sorry,
yeah.
I thought Domann was good enough to go in the 6th or 7th round. I was surprised.
Damian
Yeah, I'm
Daniels
surprised.
got picked up by the Texans.
Stop! Why are they doing this to me? Turn it down, JoJo. Get out of Indianapolis now.
There was a guy
before they ruin your career.
Who went to the Dolphins? I saw.
Where'd Austin Allen end up going?
The Giants.
That might.
He went to the Giants.
Yeah, the two boys went to New York.
Wandale went to Giants too.
Yeah.
Granted,
Oh,
he's a Kentucky guy,
yeah,
but
that's right,
Wandale
yeah.
got drafted pretty early. It was 3rd round, I think.
Yeah.
Third or fourth.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, I'm happy for Wandale to make it to the league too, man. Because that kid is.
He wasn't gonna make the league running up the middle in Nebraska.
He would have died before he got there.
I swear I saw that there was one that went to the Dolphins too, but I can't remember now.
Yeah, shout out to all the Husker players, and shout out to all the players whose dreams came true this weekend, making an NFL roster. Granted, not everybody's going to make it, but
Yeah.
did you guys see Titans got Malik Willis?
The what now?
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was the second highest rated, and some people have
that's right,
first
yeah.
highest rated quarterback behind Kenny Pickett from Liberty.
Oh yeah.
We drafted him in the 3rd round.
Oh yeah, I
He
saw that.
fell all. I mean, they were talking about he might go early on, like to the Panthers in the round 1. Fell all the way to the 3rd round. Titans picked him up.
There was no quarterbacks in the first round, was there?
Kenny Pickett was the only one. He went
Oh,
to
he.
Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Or he stayed at Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I was trying to find.
You didn't have to
my-
move.
Our normal shit on Scott Frost segment. Of
Your
the show.
normal.
Your.
Because I saw some lady on Twitter. She was just like, "This was the best draft class that Nebraska's had since 2011." I was like, "So you're comparing Scott Frost to Bo Pelini and Mike Riley? That's your comparison. You're comparing him to Mike Riley.
Well,
Bo Pelini had some good defensive
Amazing
talent.
defensive
Levante
talent,
David
yeah.
and Dominic Sue.
Yeah, I mean, we still had Quincy Enunwa got drafted.
No, he was undrafted.
Was he signed?
Yeah,
free agent?
he was an undrafted free agent, and so was Will Compton.
But yeah, anyways, like she was just like saying that this was the highest draft class since 2011. I was like, yeah, because we had Mike Riley for way too fucking long.
Yeah, the last
Didn't
7 years.
Tanner Lee get drafted? Did he go undrafted or was he drafted?
He was drafted to the Jaguars.
What a joke!
Yeah,
I love the Jaguars. They're so pathetic.
Yeah.
It was so fun. I feel bad for their first Walker, their first overall pick, because that guy's career is ruined. Sorry, man.
Yeah, Tanner Lee was one of those. I think like they already he went to Nebraska. He came to Nebraska to get to the NFL because they were already looking at him or something like that. Like he already
An absolute
thought he had it
bum.
made, and yeah.
Oh. Didn't know you were a big Tanner Lee
He's a-
hater.
He was a pick
Yeah,
machine.
I feel bad. I mean, I'm like a ricocheted Tanner Lee hater. Like my disdain for Tanner Lee is like representative of my hate for Mike Riley
Yeah.
and Sean Eichhorst.
Fair
So
enough.
he just gets the blunt of it for whatever reason.
But anyways, the
Bronze
point
medal.
this lady was trying to make was that like we're making progress. It's like well, yeah, because the bar was like below ground level, like below sea level. Yeah, it's not hard to see some progress from Mike Riley to now. So
And relax.
Well-
it was 3 draft picks. Chill out.
yeah,
Yeah.
you need to chill. Like this is not.
Still better than 0. I mean,
Yeah,
so
yeah, it's always better than
Yeah.
0. But I'm just like, don't give Frost all the credit for that because like a lot of those kids were just freak athletes that unfortunately got stuck in a really bad situation. But we're still able
well,
to shine.
No, you got
They-
to give Scott some credit
I
for
will
Cam.
give them
For
some
Cam Jurgens, because I mean he was what was he, a tight end in high school or something?
Something like that.
They
yeah.
they specifically developed him into an NFL caliber athlete.
Mhm.
yeah.
His snapping,
I will give more credit to the weight room guys.
the coaching staff,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
trainers.
That's
But-
Scott Frost for that one.
Yeah, because I think they definitely gave him the route to the NFL because if he stayed a tight end, he probably wouldn't have made it.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
not.
so
I'm just glad to see Austin Allen make it, man, because I think that'll
Yeah.
be awesome. He really kind of fits that.
Well, and Evan
Uh,
Ingram is an absolute terrible tight end, so he shouldn't have any
Oh, I
issues
know.
Well,
competing.
and somehow the Eagles still have what's his name? Stoll? Yeah.
Yeah, Jack Stoll.
Jack Stoll, who
I don't know
is
how
slow,
Jack Stoll survived.
who is
it.
slower than
That is the slowest human being I've ever seen. Like,
I mean,
like-
he's fat.
I love Jack Stoll.
Yeah.
He's still the slowest human being I've ever seen run in my life.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like
He's still
Tim,
playing,
you
so.
remember our like 80-yard dash, our sprinting video that Tim and I had? Tim ran that faster than Jack Stoll could.
After drinking
Little did
full
I
beer.
know,
While smoking a cigarette, Tim.
with bad knees
Bad knees.
and
Knee
ankles.
braces on and-
That's how slow Jack Stoll is.
Jeez.
I'm happy he's in the NFL still, though. Good for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's weird. We go from Ryan Tannehill throwing an interception in the final drive to lose the game against the Ravens to single-handedly, along with help from his offensive coordinator, losing as the playoff game against the Bengals to now we're drafting the second best prospect, which granted, there weren't a lot of good quarterback prospects this year, but the Titans drafting one of the highest prospects at quarterback. Very interested to see how this goes. I'm assuming as Ryan Tannehill still only has 1 year deal, so I think we're just hoping that Malik Willis just turns into an absolute stud, which
Yeah.
I hope so. I hope he's the greatest quarterback to ever play the game.
Is he a big runner?
He can run, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
He's like he has all the physical traits. Big arm, he's fast. So I'm just hoping that he can have because he played at Liberty, so it's like
They
So
were
that-
pretty good. They've been good
Yeah,
for a
but
little while.
the
In-
competition
in
they
their
play
in
against.
their competition.
his only top two. I think his only the only 2 FBS teams that he beat was like Coastal Carolina and I think Houston or something. So he
which is good.
not a lot
or-
to work with,
Which
but
is good work.
he has the physical
Coastal
traits.
Carolina.
I'm really hoping he has that IQ, that football IQ that he just knows how to read defenses, and it'll be interesting to see because the Titans fandom is ridiculous. The minute Ryan Tannehill throws an interception next year, it's, Malik Willis! Which is foolish. But
Yeah. Well, Tannehill's going to be on a short leash next year, I'm sure.
he did have a bad year last year.
It was kind of a season of interceptions for him.
Yeah, and we've seen it. They benched Mariota after 4 games. So
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care who. I just want to win. Like I said, I'm the biggest Ryan Tannehill defender. I love that man. The minute Malik Willis goes in my eyes, Malik Willis is the greatest quarterback of all time. That's how my fandom works. That's how it's gonna be.
Very irrational sort of thing.
It's very irrational and very passionate
Yeah.
and loving.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of how I am as a spouse too.
Did the Broncos get anybody?
They went heavy on defense.
Yeah.
Defense?
Well, not heavy on defense. They literally picked up 1 linebacker and then a tight end. So,
And no, they picked up a corner too.
did they pick up a corner too?
Well, I'm talking about through. No, I'm not talking about round 2 or whatever. I'm talking about through the whole.
Yeah.
all
So they
7
went
rounds.
heavy on defense, and then
Yeah,
I don't know
not
if they
top
got
heavy.
anything.
I know they got a lot of defenders.
yeah.
I will say, Tim, it's so fun
Mhm.
because like here we all know
I-
Vincent's hatred for Russell Wilson and it's fun to stir the pot and stuff.
Yeah.
But listening to him explain to strangers why because he's very open about it too. Like we're at the cigar lounge,
Yeah.
and he was like talking shit about Russell Wilson and stuff. And these guys are like everybody's just confused. Like he's a great quarterback, and Vince is like, "Fuck you."
Well, no, and then but the guy, he was like, "Oh yeah, he's a pretty good quarterback, I think, and he's just a good guy." And I was like, "That's the part I hate the most about him is
He's
his
not.
a person. Like he's just a terrible person."
I mean, I'll agree with you a little bit on. I mean, kind of not to that weird degree that you go,
Weird
but
degree?
I mean, I don't think he's as good of a person that he tries to put on. But I mean, he's a good quarterback. I mean,
But
He's
yeah,
above average quarterback.
But I will
You're
say
right.
we know the arguments here, but I'm just saying it's fun watching Vince not back down from that, like in public, and people are like just really confused because nobody says that about Russell Wilson. Nobody's like everybody thinks he's a great guy. and everybody thinks he's a
people
great
have
He
their
was the
blinders on.
He's literally
They
the
walk around life like
saint
this
to
when
Seattle.
when they watch Russell Wilson. They're like, "Holy shit, this guy's great! How does he not win an MVP? I don't understand." For our listeners, I was covering my eyes for that whole bit.
But it's just so funny seeing him get into it with people because people are they're so taken aback because nobody says it.
yeah.
It's like Vince's ultimate hot take. It's awesome. It was very
I don't
fun.
understand how it's that hot of a take. Like we're gonna. Hey, like I said, I think people are gonna be eating their words next year.
And it was so funny too because during the draft when Seattle picked number 9, they're like the Broncos got Russell Wilson with the 9th overall pick.
It's getting too real, guys.
And Vince was like screaming in the lounge.
The artificial reality that I've created around myself is just starting to slowly crumble away, and I don't like what I see.
So it was a great time.
And I really don't. I mean, the Rams got some guys, but
They have draft
but-
picks. They don't need draft
but
picks.
fuck those picks. Fuck
right.
them picks.
Get rid of all of them.
Like,
Trade them away.
that's why I think. That's
Did
why
you
I
guys
think.
get Allen Robinson in the offseason?
That's all we need. We just do weird, crazy trades, and
I feel
That's
bad.
all
I
we
feel
do.
bad for all the
Yeah.
rookies who come into the Rams locker
Like-
room because it's like you're just here because we had to pick you.
Yeah.
Like we
Well, I
really didn't want
saw-
to pick anybody, but like we had the pick, so we had to do something with it. So we're just like, I guess we'll take this guy. So yeah, you can hang out here for a little bit during OTAs, help be an extra camp body, but we're probably gonna ship you out of here as soon as
Yeah.
season starts.
well, that's the funny thing. It's I watched the video. Les Snead starts talking to him first. You know, like, hey, you want to be a Ram? I mean, fuck you, but here's Sean McVay.
It's so fun. Okay, so you know how the Patriots were getting a bunch of crap because they drafted this tackle from Chattanooga in the first round, and people were like, "Oh, we had him as a third round talent and stuff," and they're like, people are bashing Belichick and the Patriots, and then they showed the video of Sean McVay like laughing. Him and Les Snead were sitting there at the they're like hanging out, and Sean McVay was like laughing that they would pick him at that point. But I listened to it. I was Peter.
But he
Schrager.
wanted him.
Yeah. No, that's what
Yeah.
it was. Because Peter Schrager, who's like a friend with Sean McVay,
Yeah.
he told us in an interview. I think it was the Pat McAfee show. I think maybe it was Dan Patrick, but he was saying he talked to Sean McVay after that, and Sean McVay was actually talking trash to Les Snead because Les Snead had him like in the third round on his board, and Sean was like laughing. I'm like, I told you he wasn't gonna make it that far.
Oh,
So that's what it was.
yeah.
It wasn't Sean McVay laughing at
Yeah.
the player or Bill Belichick.
Oh, yeah.
He was laughing at his boss.
Yeah. No, he knew who he wanted.
I love Sean McVay. He's great.
Yeah.
So yeah, fun draft. And I actually followed it pretty closely in the later rounds. And again, like I said, we all have our blinders on as fans. I think the Titans drafted like a ton of starters. Like they're all going to be the greatest players ever.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
Well, now we're
We'll
in the
see.
long off season now, where we'll forget about all the players' names that our teams did draft until one of them makes a difference in the regular season.
That's how it works.
Fandom in a nutshell.
Oh, yeah.
I have exciting movie news.
Ooh.
Spin away. Avatar 2
Oh, they put up pictures of the
put
trailer.
up pictures and they have released the title.
Oh.
Avatar 2 The Way of Water. I'm excited. I also want to go back and reinsert Avatar into my top 5 favorite movies of all time.
That might be your hot take because the internet hates Avatar.
Yeah, but I hate the internet. So
I know, but it's crazy. Like I've seen, like it's so funny like hearing like when the Avatar news comes out, and then hearing your like, yay, it's so
so
exciting,
excited.
and then everybody else being like, oh my god, I can't believe they're actually going through with.
I
Avatar
do
2.
just want to say, if you're a listener or a viewer of this show and you do not like Avatar and you have choice words for it, that's your opinion. But I will openly bicker and argue
Yeah.
about with anybody.
I think it was amazing and mind-blowing and a really good experience the first time I saw it in 3D and everything. It was an awesome movie experience.
I watched it 7 times in theaters.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
It was
I'm not,
great in
I'm not
theaters.
exaggerating.
But rewatching
Wow.
rewatching it at home without it being a giant spectacle, you start noticing the really annoying things. And I think that's why people are
It's 'cause you have a
overanalyzing.
It's because you have a shitty
Yeah.
SD TV, Tim. That's why.
I'm
a
not
tube
shit.
TV.
No, I'm just explaining why people shit talk it. Probably, I don't hate it. Like, or I don't hate it.
People
I like
hate
it.
because of
I
the
like
story,
it,
the
but
plot.
I don't.
The plot's amazing.
They hate the plot.
I hate them. No, I'm serious. My
I'm
buddy,
sorry.
My buddy Vossi and I.
I'm sorry.
We went on mandates to the Avatar 4 times,
There's no.
and then we went and watched it in the re-release a year later.
Yeah.
We would share a big tub of popcorn. It was very romantic.
No, I'm not jumping on the full hate train. I like it, but I'm not gonna love it. But you can't defend Unobtainium as being like really. It's a really lazy thing, like
How?
because it's like
Unobtainium.
Why else would they be mining in a foreign planet for a rock that is valuable?
The name.
that was
Unobtainium.
like that was like a placeholder
Oh, like
holder
it's
name.
unobtainable.
Yeah.
Yes.
Holy
Very.
shit. I was like,
You just-
that movie sucks.
No. Well, now you get a little insight of like how I watch movies. My mind, when I go watch a movie, my mind is off. I hit the switch. It goes off, and if that a movie makes me feel, love it. Absolutely love it. And that's why it worked for me, because I get people's gripes with it. But like that movie made me feel. Like I love the
Yeah.
Na'vi. I love Jake Sully. I love his girlfriend. Like I'm very passionate about it because they made me feel. Like I get goosebumps during his war speech. I'm like, I'm ready to fight. Therefore,
I'm ready to kill natives. Wait.
but the sex scene in that movie is terrific. It's all those things.
Is that when they touch
they lick up
tentacle
their tails?
touch tails?
Don't get me going. Get me all worked up and excited.
All hot and bothered over there.
Tyler
Tail.
and his wife role play that scene every once in a while.
I put a wig on. You see, now we know the real reason why I love Avatar is because I'm compensating for my lack of hair and the things that I can do with it. I wish I could have a long braid
and intertwine it.
and intertwine it with my wife's. I do my beard sometimes to maybe compensate a little bit, but she's like, "What are you putting my hair in your beard for?" Shh.
Yeah. When is that coming out? Or do they even know?
Matt Reeves just commented on the YouTube. He said he was told that's a legitimate name for an element that we haven't discovered yet, so that's why they called it that. So
It's
there's
still.
a real defender for unobtainium.
Hey, I'm down for it. I just think it is a very lazy name, and
I think it's lazy still. I don't care.
Would you rather them call it
scientist?
obtainium?
like scientists are usually much better at naming stuff than
Yeah.
that.
But I mean,
Iron?
yeah, like
well,
that's a very
I don't
unique
know.
name.
I don't know.
but I mean, there is like Einsteinium or something like the later
that's
the later elements. Like it's just basically the person who discovered it, and then they use that name. And so I mean, I guess it's lazy in a way, but not really. I don't know. Or
You are right. All the
Yeah.
like man-made elements near the bottom of the periodic table are pretty bad. Like they're pretty lazy.
Also, game developer Matt says he can affirm that I cried during the Avatar pep talk. So, needless to say, I'm very excited for later this year when it comes out. I will be watching it day one, probably by myself. We will be doing a movie review, so you guys need to watch it.
I'm excited. Hey, I'm ready to watch it too.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a great time. I'm probably going to see it multiple times. I wonder, have they announced, are they doing it in 3D? Because 3D has really died since 2009. 3D was hot in 2009, and it just came spiraling down to nothing's in 3D anymore.
Do you think we'll have like another spike of 3D eventually? Like give it,
I don't think so.
15
People
years?
really didn't like it. Like
I
I
mean-
thought 3D was really cool. I really enjoyed
I
3D.
liked it.
for that
A lot of
movie, I
people
liked
did
it a
lot.
lot.
It worked a lot better as technology got better.
Well, and I think the issue with 3D too is people were transforming their movies into 3D in post,
Yeah.
whereas things like Avatar was filmed for 3D. So maybe that's why it didn't
Yeah.
work. I know like my wife, it hurts their head which I used to get very passionate about that argument too. I got mad at people when they didn't like 3D. I would defend Avatar so hard that I would get mad at the 3D critics.
You would tell them there's no way you feel that way.
Your feelings are not real. You are wrong about your feelings.
You're making those up.
Yeah,
So
that one I would definitely say 3D makes it. That was really great, but there is a lot of. It wasn't Infinity. Didn't we see Infinity War in 3D?
we
Or
didn't see it. No.
we didn't do the 3D one, but
Vince,
that one
can you
was.
look up and see if they filmed it in 3D?
Avatar 2, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Avatar: The Way of Water.
The way. This is the way of water. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't. 3D doesn't hurt my head as much as the PlayStation VR does.
Yeah, the
I found.
I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know how VR has taken off and 3D hasn't. Like VR is cool for like a one-time experience, but then it's just like,
Yeah.
it's kind of boring.
I don't know. I haven't tried like the Oculus sort of thing. Those
Yeah, I guess
those
we can
look
only
kind of
speak on the
cool.
PlayStation VR.
Because I know that that has advanced quite a bit further than the PlayStation 4 VR thing. 'Cause-
Has it?
So apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Tim.
No, we're just
yeah,
we're
I don't give
filibustering.
I don't
We're
give
not
I don't
fan
give a
of
shit about
VR.
VR.
So James Cameron recently spoke. This is from
James Cameron, hey,
this
we
is
got
from Movie Web,
a very verified source.
written by Ryan Scott. This was back.
I
in,
love Ryan Scott.
This is back in 2018, though.
Oh,
Oh.
well,
So-
I guess I should. Let's hear what you have to say first. Before I
So
talk about
apparently,
Ryan Scott.
James Cameron recently in 2018 spoke at the Vivid Light Festival in Sydney, Australia, and spoke a bit about the advancements he's going to be making on his upcoming sequels. Quote, I guarantee one thing, Avatar 2, 3, 4, and 5 are all going to be in 3D, and they will look sumptuous?
Sumptuous.
What does that mean, Tim?
I mean, it kind
Ooh,
of.
Ryan Scott has stumped Tim.
We stumped Tim? Good shit, Ryan Scott. You're my new favorite. Hollywood has done 3D a disservice by embracing post-conversion. Ooh, there it is.
Me and Ryan. Hold on. Can you get also after you're done with this article? Can you get on the Twitter and follow Ryan? Him and I are on the same page. He's my boy.
I'll find him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
please
I'll find
do.
him.
I'm gonna
So,
have to look
it
up
looks like
sumptuous.
all of the avatars are going to be
being
in 3D.
shot in 3D. Perfect.
Yeah.
I bring it back. Actually, I used to. So it's funny, but my
Movie theaters are going to be so pissed that they're going to have to buy the 3D glasses just for the Avatar films.
I'll bring my own. So I did this since I saw Avatar so many times in theaters. My because I was in high school and my first year of college when it came out. My dad bought a 3D TV. So I would just take all the glasses every time I went to see the movie. I'd take the glasses home with me because I could use them there. So I have, Dad, if you threw my 3D glasses away, I'm gonna be pissed. I spent a lot of money on those. So I'm gonna have him mail me all those 3D. I can share with you guys. We'll have 3D glasses. We'll have our own walking into the movie theater. It'll be great. It'll be fun.
Sumptuous, splendid, and expensive looking.
Nice.
I was gonna. I don't know.
I
Yeah,
thought
it was gonna be like.
sumptuous sounds so much
color.
better though than better looking.
Yeah.
Like the definition for
Splendid.
sumptuous is not nearly as cool as sumptuous makes sumptuous sound. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know. I was like, I thought it said scrumptious when I first saw it, and then I was
Hey,
like, no, that's sumptuous.
Hey, the way of water is going to be scrumptious, Tim. It's going to be very scrumptious.
This might be one of the harder people to find on Twitter with a name like Ryan Scott.
Real basic.
John-
so
John
the article, hold on, the
Smith.
article is what, 2016 or 18?
18.
Okay, that's old enough. There should be a Twitter handle at the bottom of the article. I mean, 2018 is a time era where social media was at its height. Well, it's at its height, but I mean,
And the dude has over 10,000 articles published.
holy cow, Ryan Scott's a beast.
Oh, shit. Clicked on something on accident. Anyways.
Evie, you can't find him on Twitter. Send him an email from me. Say Tyler says you're a great guy and you share opinions. Therefore, you guys are
You were good.
your best friends. 'Cause that's how it works, right? If you have the same opinions, then you can be friends.
Oh, he has written an article recently, too.
About
major-
Avatar?
No, not about Avatar.
Hold on. Are all 10,000 articles written about Avatar?
Nope, definitely not.
Well, I like him a little bit less now.
Every major Marvel character who has died in the MCU was his most recent one.
Wait, what?
Yeah, after more than a decade and over 20 movies, the MCU has killed off quite a few major characters.
Spoiler alert.
he doesn't tell who. That's not a spoiler.
Yeah, but then every time I see a Marvel movie, I'm like, oh crap, somebody's gonna die. Did Game of Thrones spoil themselves by letting people die so much?
What do you mean? How does that mean?
I don't know. Continue
Okay.
on.
I'm just
I was trying to make an obscure point.
I'm just doing the
That
work
was
that you told me to
self-spoiling.
do. I'm trying to find him on Twitter.
Or email, or Facebook, however you got to do it. Because me and him are friends now. You all right, Tim?
The stretching. I got low
Stretching
last.
your chest?
Yeah.
Dude,
My
you know
back.
what?
Low. Huh?
I got
Dustin
got
could do
low
that. He could
last night.
pop. He could pop his sternum.
Oh
He
god.
stretches out and it pops.
No, I was stretching my lower back because I
What does that mean? You got low last night?
to get low.
Or is this like a reverse high joke, or I'm confused with what you're saying?
No, to
Oh, Shody got
the
low.
song.
You
No,
were dancing.
no. Get Lil Jon. Get low.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Sorry, I did.
I
didn't pick up on that.
I tried to spice up the dance floor and I hurt
Ooh,
myself.
Tim busting out the moves.
Yeah.
Did you learn that when you were
Intermittently.
DJing that you could dance really well?
No, I can't dance really well. But I just
tried?
I can make a fool out of myself.
Tim,
Yeah.
the last time you tried to dance and like break down the break floor or the dance floor, you busted your knee open. Were you a little bit more careful last night
Yes,
at the
but
wedding?
yeah, I tried, but yeah, I was It was just, we were partying it up. It was everybody was trying to tear down like a little early, and I was like, I'm gonna get on. Everybody
So like people were
there was more
trying to
people
go
on the
home
dance
and you just kept dancing.
like there's a bunch of people my age on the dance floor, and the bride was out there, and I was just trying to
Any single
put
ladies?
on a show. Single ladies?
Yeah.
None that Vince would want, I don't think. But
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I tried Vince.
So he has.
I might have found
these,
him.
these high standards.
On Twitter?
I might have.
Yeah, Ryan Scott. I like the guy, but you got to fix your name, man. You got to do something about that name. It's so basic.
You're an author. You can change it to whatever
Yeah.
you want.
But what if that is his writing name?
Yeah.
It's the worst business decision of all time. I mean, put a middle initial in there. Ryan M. Scott. There you go. Sounds way better. And that way you're
R. Scott.
R. Scott Martin.
yeah.
All right, Vince, don't worry about it. You can come back to the conversation now.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get
Don't
very-
go.
I
Don't
get
go down the.
very-
Don't go down the Ryan Scott hole.
He takes his research duties very
Yeah.
very
When I'm given it
seriously.
when I'm given a job, I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna focus on it. So
Ladies.
I'll live down there.
I was.
I was rewatching Dave,
Yeah.
Lil Dicky's
Hi,
show
I'm
on
Dave.
Hulu. Yeah.
Hi,
and
I'm Dave.
It cracked me up because like it was the season 1 episode 3 is one of the best like TV episodes I've ever seen in my entire life, because it was when Dave's girlfriend asked him to eat her ass because she heard him say that in a song. And she's like venting to her friend, and she's like, and her friend's just like, I had a boyfriend who loved eating my ass. Like, he liked it more than fucking me. He just lived
Okay.
down. He would just live down there. I was like,
That's-
that's me.
I remember that.
Vince, like, I finally have
I'm glad.
representation.
Yeah.
I'm glad I was able to bait Vince with that so easily. I remember I saved this article watching a YouTube video the other day.
That was an
They brought it up.
intentional transition. from
Yes,
Tim. Well done.
I am
Okay.
either good at setting
you
up or a
attached?
Now scoot over. You're
sociopath.
drifting out of the camera because you're so
I'm
excited.
Drifting.
There you go.
All right. So I don't think we talked about this, but this article that came up, it's a little old, as old as the article we were just talking about. I think 2019. Florida man arrested for his "I eat ass" sticker.
Yeah, we talked about that.
We did.
Yep,
Oh,
we
dang
did.
it! That was
Yeah.
like back in the old garage.
Yeah.
Okay, we
You
did
have.
talk
That
about
was
that.
very, very long time ago.
Oh
How do you
man,
remember this stuff, dude?
Because that's the only time in my life I've ever heard about something.
it
as
sounded
absurd as
it
that.
sounded familiar, but there was a
Yeah.
YouTube channel that brought it up, and I was like, that sounds familiar, but I
Yeah,
gotta
that
say
YouTube channel
just in
stole
case.
it from us. We reported it first.
Definitely. All right.
Cease and desist. What channel
Yeah.
is that, Tim? Where'd you hear about that? Send them a letter.
It
Tweet
was
'em.
Get our
Donut.
lawyer on the line.
Get a lawyer on the line.
Uh,
Hank.
Donut Media is a car thing.
Yeah, you should
Car talk thing.
downvote or dislike or whatever you can do on YouTube.
Yeah. So anyway, but apparently he tried to sue for that, and at that point, I think we just had the arrest article, and then later he tried to sue for
Yep,
wrongful
Tim's
arrest.
got a
and-
steel trap there too.
Yeah.
I do
We
not.
didn't.
We know you don't.
So, but he couldn't. He ended up not being able to sue because of qualified immunity, and cops are bastards.
Amen.
Tim getting
In a,
political.
in a
It's not political.
well,
it's true.
and obscenity law, and they try to claim obscenity laws and all that sort of things, which, yeah, I mean, no.
It's funny.
It should
I
be a
got
thing.
I got pulled over the other day, and with the whole family was in the van, and the cops
Oh.
like come up. I'm like, everybody, be cool, be cool. And like Rob was getting pissed at me. Don't teach the kids that.
I'm pretty sure you still that story.
Hide the weed.
Yeah.
I think so.
My
Now
memory's
Not-
who's got the
now
steel
who has
trap,
the steel
baby?
trap?
I don't think it was on the.
Short-term memory.
I don't think
is
it was
what
on
I
the
got.
podcast though.
Maybe not.
You don't watch them.
We're
so
the
That
worst.
part I don't.
We're the worst. Our personal lives just intertwined into the podcast. We
Well-
don't know who we are. We don't know what we say anymore. It's just all we're all just living one giant podcast. and
That's
we
what
don't
makes
even know it.
that's what makes the show so great though, is because I mean this is our lives. This is what we literally do when we hang out with each other. We just talk like this.
About stupid things.
It's a lot less forced than it used to be. I think. Yeah.
What do you mean?
When we first started, it was really hard to,
When it was all
Keep-
scripted, you're terrible scripts.
or not the scripting part, but it just felt
I only said that to hurt you, Tyler. I'm sorry.
Coming deep.
yeah. I don't know. I just felt like we didn't our conversation flow.
Yeah, but
Or-
it's a,
or-
you got to learn to do this.
Yeah.
Because it's just a conversation, right? Podcasting is stupid and it's easy and everybody can do it.
Yeah.
But then when you click
Most
record,
people just talk about
when you
murder.
when you click record and you got a mic in your face,
White people.
your
Talk about
brain
murder. White women. Talk
your
about it.
brain just kind of narrows in.
Did I mention that my favorite podcast stopped? last
Yeah,
week?
you, whatever your dumb D&D podcast, whatever.
Nope, Warhammer. But thanks for listening.
Oh.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, we talked about
Warhammer,
it off mic, so I don't
D&D.
Yeah.
Once those words come up, our brains just go.
I wonder, Matt, are you a D&D fan?
He is.
Or a
He is.
Magic fan?
We talked about D&D.
Oh, on the Discord?
On the Discord, baby.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's a
yeah, I
big
was
fan.
muted, so I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
I mean,
So you have one fan.
Hell
Vince, you
yeah.
have one fan
Matt
who can
knows what
relate.
I'm talking about at least when I'm trying to.
Oh my god, we have 3 Matts now. This is getting really confusing for every other listener.
Game developer Matt.
Because there's game developer Matt, there's muscular military Matt, and there's Patreon Matt. And then when we get in talking, I just say Matt, and then it's
Yeah, that's funny.
most listen. Matt's one person.
Yeah.
We just gave him 3 different personalities, so
The-
it seems like we have more listeners.
the triune Matt.
The Matt Trinity.
Yeah,
the Trinity Matt.
We could call one the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Is that?
I was trying to think
is
of
that
something a
what
little
we
more
could
creative. But
Et Patriot Filia Spiritus Sancte.
Me and Tyler talked a little bit about this, but there's a big Elder Scrolls news. or
Yes,
big
yes.
leak. Big Elder
so
Scrolls
well,
leak.
well, let's blanket it, and we'll trickle down. So
Coming out whenever we feel
Xbox
like.
and Bethesda Games has announced their showcase for June 12th on a Sunday.
Yes.
So we'll watch that and record on that day.
Okay.
Yep.
But it's very exciting. We're probably
They
gonna
have
get our-
game. They have game footage.
It's all
pictures.
speculation. This is the worst part about the gaming community is they announce a showcase and we're all like, Elder Scrolls is going to be released, and then we get there and they don't say anything about it. They're
Here-
like, I hate
They won't.
Bethesda.
They
Here-
won't say anything.
Here is the
Thing.
font that will be on the game.
But they will. They will. They have to show gameplay of Starfield, right? It's June. The game's coming out in November. You have to show something, right? Also, yeah, Matt says I would love D&D. Legit, love D&D. We'll play it someday, Matt.
Matt's
you
a
can,
real one.
Matt, you can be
Yeah.
our virtual
I'm
dungeon master.
very
Ooh, that'd be
D&D
good ideas. That way I
curious.
don't have to do it.
Yeah.
I would love to do it, but
Yeah. It's hard for you to clean out a carburetor, let alone be a D&D master.
have you cleaned out a carburetor, Tyler?
I did
When?
on my mower the summer before.
I doubt it.
I did. I didn't clean it. I just drained it.
Exactly.
That was good enough. But yeah, so they got to show Starfield, I'm assuming, if it's that close to release. But
Yeah.
it's Bethesda. Who knows? I got really upset. I got on Best Buy this morning. Just check out, see, maybe they have an Xbox Series X available. They had it.
How much?
I clicked add to my cart. $500, the normal price. Add to my cart. It thought I was in Philadelphia. For whatever reason, it auto had my home store is in Philadelphia.
Oh,
And I was like, no. So I switched to Lincoln. I was like, yeah, there's none here.
They couldn't get it shipped from Philadelphia to here?
They don't ship this item, they said.
Gosh. Dude.
So, but we got to do something because
How does Philadelphia have it and then Lincoln?
probably because they have a much larger population, if I had to guess.
Yeah, but you would think that means there's going to be more people that want to buy it and less.
Which
chance-
means they have to get out more product to them.
right, which means that they would have more products going out, which means they would be like less in inventory.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
But I know, but they need it because I'm buying an Xbox.
Get a PC, dude.
I ain't, well, is Starfield good? Yeah, Starfield will be on PC.
Yeah, well, everything Bethesda comes out with,
Yeah.
is going to be on PC.
But it's, I'm not doing the S, okay? We know my pretension. We know that I come from money. I'm made of money. I'm gonna buy the best quality Xbox, and
yeah, I get that. So why not go one up further instead of the best quality Xbox?
I don't like the keyboard thing. I like having the controller.
You can,
I know
that's
you
a nice
can,
part
but it
about
doesn't work as
Microsoft.
well. I don't know.
What do you mean? That's how literally
I
how
want the
play
Xbox. I can sit in front
Elden
of my
Ring.
TV. It looks cool. I like the big screen. I like the 4K. I don't want it on a little monitor, okay?
All right.
So I'm getting an Xbox, whether you or my wife likes it or not. Yeah, Starfield, they'll show that, I'm sure.
I bet it's going to be mostly Starfield. Probably some Fallout 76 updates, I bet, since that's like kind of like their ongoing thing now.
Yeah.
And
Matt made a good point. He said that the next Elder Scrolls update will just be that Skyrim is moving to the Unreal Engine 5.
it's going to look amazing.
Elder Scrolls 6, Skyrim on a new engine. What's his name? Is it
Yeah.
Tom Howard?
Tom Howard, yeah.
Phillips? Tom Howard's the Bethesda guy, right?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Tom Howard, he's just going to troll all of us for the rest of our lives.
Yeah,
He's
just
going to
another graphics update.
dangle the carrot in front of us, and it's just going to be Skyrim every single time, and we're going to eat it because we'll joyfully and shamelessly eat
I'm
it.
done buying Skyrim. I bought it for the Xbox 360. I bought it and then I bought it for my on Steam. And then I bought they had like a special.
You have the anniversary package or whatever.
But it had like Elder Scrolls, literally all of the Elder Scrolls games, 1 through 5.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. So did you play Daggerfell or Arena?
No, God, no. I have not.
Why not?
Because
Those are old.
they just haven't aged that
I don't
well,
think
in
they
my
would.
opinion.
You got to play Morrowind. Do it on Discord. I want to watch you play Morrowind. It's so fun.
Okay.
Matt introduced me.
okay.
Matt introduced me to Elder Scrolls. He's the one who showed me
Shout out, Matt.
Morrowind. I grew up
All the Matts.
I just grew up watching him play.
Dude.
I learned so many tips and tricks.
I remember watching my friend Jordan play it too, and he played it so many times, and he knew like the one like little trick that you get that you can just fly through all over the whole game. So you could like skip most of the like main story and just go straight to the end or something.
So that's
like-
exciting.
It's like
Tim,
the warp whistle in Mario. Just
Tim, do you have any for the Bethesda showcase? Are you anticipating any Wolfenstein 3?
I haven't heard anything about. But I don't
But do you want
look
it?
for it. Yes.
As game fans, we
Yes.
don't care. We
No.
don't think logically. We just want something, and if they don't give it to us, we're angry.
Yeah, I want to kill Hitler, and I didn't get to kill Hitler in the last one.
Spoiler alert!
Well, what's a spoiler?
I haven't finished it. I thought I was going to end up killing Hitler.
Well,
Now I know that doesn't happen. Thanks a lot, Tim.
You ruined the cliffhanger.
I'm pretty sure
for
you
him.
said you quit on Wolfenstein a long time ago.
I
but
did.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean I'm not going to revisit it.
Yeah, that's exactly what that means.
Well,
I'm on
Whatever.
my 12th replay of Mass Effect. Sorry. I'll get to Wolfenstein soon.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I hope so. Not hold my breath for it because I don't know. Yeah, their last two things. Well, they had a weird VR thing, and then Youngblood, which was William or Blazkowicz's daughters playing, and
It didn't
was
land
so
well. You've talked about that before. This is exciting news because the Bethesda showcase allows all of us to talk. Usually when we talk about video games, Tim's just sitting in the
Yeah.
corner like,
But he loves
Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein and Doom.
and Doom, yeah.
Doom.
Maybe we'll get Doom 3.
Yeah.
Doom Internal.
Internal.
That was bad. I'm sorry.
It's like in the Doom guy's mind,
Yeah.
his internal struggles with
I
all
haven't-
the atrocities that he saw.
It's just like a slow pace like
I s-
drama.
I still haven't made it that far in Eternal. I had to. I'm just had to play it on.
Eternal. I said internal. Internal was a joke.
Yeah, I said Eternal.
You said internal.
Whatever. I made
You
an
just
E
didn't
sound like an
enunciate
I.
very well is all
Yeah,
you did, Tim.
whatever.
It's okay.
That's okay.
Anyway, whatever. I'll watch back. We'll see.
We'll watch the tape.
yeah.
We'll move on to this.
But yeah, I had.
I'm gonna get a text on Wednesday from
I
Tim.
gave up.
I said eternal.
Yeah, I gave up, and I'm just gonna run through that one on easy because it is absolutely nutso insane.
I don't. With those games like Doom, I don't want a challenge. I just want to go blow up demons and shoot
that-
people.
you
Like,
Well,
can't-
and
you
that you
can't
can
do
do that on easy,
Yeah.
and you can usually make it, but it's like even on easy, you literally just cannot stop moving. That's like you have to keep moving at all times, otherwise you die. Like, and that's a little bit frustrating to me
There's no
sometimes
exploration
because
in that
because I like Halo. You can snipe and do different sort of things, and yeah, and there is some exploration, but I usually don't get too into that because I'm usually just trying not to die. So, like, there's secret things you can get to.
now
but it's a little
I have
frustrating.
a question for Matt, since he's still on our YouTube with us and he is a game developer himself. Why is it taking so long for Elder Scrolls 6? Why can I not have it? I mean, it was released in 2011. That was a lifetime ago. We were but children. It doesn't take that long. If you have any insight, please let me know. If not, I'm just going to... even if you give me some knowledgeable insider stuff, I'm still going to be pissed about it. So.
Yeah, I don't think
Maybe
it's
just
gonna,
don't even answer.
It's not even gonna help you like
cope.
cope with the.
I'm still
going
going
to
to be angry.
But
I want it now!
so like we said originally, some Elder Scrolls 6 leaks came out, and so far the couple things that we supposedly learned about it is that we learned the game's location, which should be Hammerfell, which is the home of the Red Guards, one of the races that you can play in.
If the leak's true,
If the leak's true, of course. Like, we have to take these leaks with a grain of salt. But again, this is the best that we're gonna get until what the other part of the leak mentioned was the release date, which is either 2025 or 2026.
we all kind of knew that. I mean, we all saw that coming. And if they haven't
Honestly,
done it yet,
I didn't. I just expected it to never happen. Like, it's gonna be like a Game of Thrones situation where it just they keep saying like, oh, yeah, we're working on it, and it just never comes. It just never happens, and then I have to die without ever getting to find out.
I mean, 2026 is a long time.
Yeah, no, like I said, I don't expect to ever finish Game of Thrones because it won't ever be finished. But with Elder Scrolls 6, I was starting to get into that same kind of mind space, and so I have to cling on to whatever hope I get. This leak hopefully gives me something to look forward to.
Do you know what would be cool is I don't know if I like Hammerfell as the location. Isn't Hammerfell very deserty?
There is a big desert in it, yeah. But so like Morrowind has like blasted volcano bits.
That's true. Morrowind was very unique. I'm sure they could do Hammerfell in a cool, unique way.
Oh, for sure. No,
I would like to do Valenwood, dude. Valenwood,
also-
a huge forest with like tree cities and shit. That's awesome.
And so that's
Let's
that's
do
my
that.
gripe is that they've already had Hammerfell as a setting for I think it was the first Elder Scrolls game.
Yeah, Daggerfell.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that and so granted I've never played Daggerfell, but I've read like the synopsis of the storyline, the plot and everything like that.
I think the leak's wrong. I think it's gonna be High Rock.
High Rock I think they've done High Rock too.
No, they did Cyrodiil. I guess they've done most of them in Elder Scrolls Online.
Well, that I'm not saying that. I'm saying
Was High Rock for Arena?
I think so.
Look it up.
We had to
Anyway, sorry. Did you have anything else to say about the leaks?
No, that was pretty much it. But yeah, like I said, I was hoping for Valenwood would be really cool because they literally have like a moving city.
Yeah, just
Like that's so cool.
2026 is so long too.
Black Marsh would be awesome, but it would be so hard I think to put into a game just because of like the whole how like the Argonians and the Hist, which are like the sentient trees in this world, kind of like work together. Which, because I don't know if you knew this, but during the Oblivion Crisis, Elder Scrolls 4, I don't know if you knew this, but during the Oblivion Crisis, Argonians and Blackmarsh actually invaded Oblivion. Because like the Hist, like they connect with these like the sentient trees, and the trees put them into this like, they just put them into this like rage, this bloodlust, And so when the Oblivion gates opened, all the Argonians just started charging into Oblivion and just killing Daedra left and right. And so, Mayward's Dagon had to close the portals in Black Marsh.
I love the lore of Elder Scrolls. It's so cool.
So good. And because, like I said, the game's only focused on a very small part of the game, but they leave all this like little tidbits around about the rest of the world, and so you kind of have to piece it all together. So
part of the adventure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's all I got about the leaks, though. That's kind of all we learned is that it's going to be in Hammerfell, most likely, and that the release will be in 2025, 2026.
Maybe I'll finish Skyrim by the time that comes out.
Yeah, I don't know how you
It could be.
It
It could take that long.
It's been so long. I had a friend who like hasn't played Skyrim in like 3 years. He texted me. He's like, "Dude, I picked up Skyrim again. I'm loving it."
You
he already
get the it.
Yeah, and he
You need it.
already. So
All right. Do we have anything else to talk about?
I think that's all I got.
Yeah.
I mean, I have so much more to talk about, but you guys
Yeah,
don't
I
worry
brought
about it.
I
so.
brought something to
That's a valid
talk about, but then I figured we talked about it, but I thought maybe we didn't, and then it happened. Yeah.
Yeah. After like 200 and some episodes,
Well.
shit starts to blur together.
Yeah.
Who's gonna get? Hold on. Here's a good finishing point. Who's gonna get bored of this podcast first? Me, Vince, or Tim? Because we're going on 5 years now, almost.
Yeah.
I mean, I won't get bored of it, but I'm gonna get sick of the censorship that you guys put me under, and I'll start my own to directly challenge yours, and it'll succeed better.
It's not hard.
How we censored you?
You guys won't let me talk about Warhammer and Magic.
All right, that's it, guys. Thanks
yeah,
for listening to the
yeah.
podcast. We appreciate you. Love you.